What is up, my bodyweight warriors, and welcome back to another video and another road to the one-arm handstand, the eternal struggle. Yeah, that's what we're doing today. What do you want? It is about 9:30 in the morning. I don't usually do morning sessions, but today I've basically got Skype calls from like 12 onwards. So this is the only time I have to train. So we're gonna go through like a 90-minute one-arm handstand session, which is about average, about normal for this sort of time. And I'm gonna explain to you why it's taken so freaking long. I think I'm going to title this video something along the lines of the hardest thing I've ever had to learn, and that's pretty accurate when it comes to the one-arm handstand. It's been a very interesting journey because along the way it kind of continually feels like you're very close to being able to do it, but at the same time you're equally as far away from being able to do it. It's almost like the donkey trying to eat the carrot that's in front of its face when it's, you know, walking along. That's kind of how the one-arm handstand feels. I've decided that learning to handstand is really just deciding to go insane for a short period of time. Albert Einstein has that quote that doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results is the definition of insanity. That is how you learn handstand. You do the same thing over and over again and you expect the end result to be slightly different and slightly more improved in the future. And this is the thing that I think makes handstand so hard, is that there's kind of that element that you just have to keep doing the same thing over and over again. And the progress is slow. Like, learning to balance is a slow thing. If you look at how long it takes a toddler to walk on its feet for the first time, it's wobbly and it's not there. Like, it takes a long time to learn. It's the same thing when you learn to walk on your hands. And even when you eventually learn it, you still have to keep doing it. Say, for example, when I get the one-arm handstand eventually, hopefully this year I think I should get it, which is gonna come up probably like 2 years, 3 months of actually training the one-arm handstand is gonna take me to get it. It's not like I'm just gonna be like, cool, done it now guys, that's it, I'm off. The next thing, like, I'll still have to keep training it to make sure it's there. And that's almost the crux of learning to do a handstand. It's not necessarily the skill itself, because I firmly believe that pretty much anyone can do a two-arm handstand to some degree, given enough time and patience and consistency. And the thing is that you have to do the same thing over and 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 over again. And that's just the way it is. So I think really when doing handstands, it's important just to take the little wins that you get on a day-to-day or a week-to-week basis, because if you don't appreciate those little wins, it becomes very tedious, very demotivating very quickly. I mean, for example, I'm just doing tucks here. Like, tucks now feel nice, they feel easy. I can get to a nice position that previously was almost impossible for me to get into. I spent literally like 1 year almost just doing tuck and pike work, just to get my shoulders stronger and get my shoulders in a better position for one-arm handstand. Like, I first started doing one-arm handstand, my shoulders weren't strong enough, my shoulders weren't open enough. Did 1 year of just tuck and pike, then they're in a better position. But throughout that year, like, I understood the value of taking the small wins, because I would film myself most sessions and I'd look at how deep I could get my tuck, how open I could get my shoulders, how easy it felt. Each session there was like minuscule improvements. But if I look back now to the first of it and then how it is now, like, it's massive, it's crazy. But you have to take those small wins to keep yourself on overheads, to keep going. Otherwise, yeah, it's insanity. Break it down. But I forgot to kind of ask you, what's the reason that you like to do handstands or wanted to learn the handstand? Is it because it looked cool on Instagram? Because I think that's a fair enough reason. Like, who doesn't want to do cool looking things? Let me know why you do handstands, because I think you have to be a little bit weird in the head to want to do them. I don't know what has happened to the weather. It's literally been like super sunny for the last week and actually really nice. The day I choose to do a vlog of me training handstands outside like I have been doing the past week, it decides to rain and it's like 12 degrees. In terms of where I'm at personally for training, kind of the same as where I was like 2 months ago, mainly because things were getting better, and then when I came back from America I started a very heavy accumulation cycle, and then the intention was to get a lot of fatigue from that, thanks to Emmett, nice one. So I'm still like under quite a lot of fatigue. My aura ring is showing like the heart rate variability, the training response is, I'm definitely going down and I'm kind of in the bottom at the moment. So I'm having an easy week this week, just doing handstands, hoping that to get back up to where I was before. So at the moment, handstand performance is down, but the idea is like at the end of the week, some of that fatigue should start wearing off, get a bit of super compensation, and things should be better than before. Or that is the plan. Anyway, it hasn't been so fun up to this point though. Everything is just like sore and achy and tired, and handstands just get more frustrating. So one of the things that I have changed a little bit is working on different shapes. I've done sort of transitions in the past. I'm specifically working on one leg down, one top leg bent, just because that loads more into the shoulder, so it's more of like the strength to pull the legs back up, which for me is the way I usually fall. I usually fall like out to the side, so I need to build more strength to pull my legs into the middle. So this is the drill that I've been using to help with that. Right, so I've done like 10-ish sets now of just some one arm holds. I'm getting a little bit bored and also tired, so I'm just going to finish up with a little bit of play on the canes. The canes are easier to do handstands on. The wobble kind of does some of the work that your shoulder should be doing, and having a bit of clearance means you can play around with some presses and all sorts of things. So we're just going to muck about.
Hours later.
Oops. These are a little bit damp. So it's now like 5 o'clock. Just had some work and stuff all day. The handstand session today was, you know, it's pretty average. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chuck up some clips now as I'm talking, because I will upload this video in about a week's time, and hopefully I'll have some better handstand clips to kind of share with you where the handstand is at. Today was probably a average to bad day. So, you know, this average to bad day is probably like my best day 2 months ago. So it's definitely like an upward trend. You do have bad days, you do have good days. The bad days just get a little bit better. That's kind of how handstands seem to go. But that is kind of it for this week, this episode, guys. If you have any questions about today's episode, you want to leave a comment in the comment section down below. If you yourself are working on the handstand, maybe working on the 2-arm handstand, if you want to have a program, something to work towards, then check out the Bodyweight Warrior app powered by Tribe. I'll link it in the description down below. In there we have 3 different handstand routines that's going to take you from absolutely nothing to being able to balance a 2-arm handstand, and we're going to be adding more to it in the coming months. So I'll link that one down below. If you just want to hit that thumbs up button and support the channel, I would greatly appreciate that. Right next to it is also the subscribe button if you just want to join the Bodyweight Warrior Tribe and get into all the new videos. But that's been it for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Have a strong week, and peace.